All right. So, yeah. Already likes. Thank you so much, guys. Um, Different angle. Give you guys a little bit more depth instead of it just being like really crammed up, so you guys could see more. And then, had the graphics so you guys can actually. I found out a way to do it. Had to cheese it out and everything for you guys on TikTok. Got that going. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the music that's playing, but we got New Jabes. We got the Samurai Champloo going on. I know that you guys on Twitch and YouTube, you guys see it, you can hear it, no problem, which is great. And then, yeah. So, is there a way that I can move the? Yeah, I can like. Oh God, it's gonna be so hard for me to do on YouTube. Right there. Where's the QR? Where's the QR? There, right there. Move you up. It's like so small, but I got it. All right, cool. All right, now YouTube has it. I know, no Brawl Stars. I play Brawl Stars. I was playing earlier today, but I'm not streaming it anymore. Tis what it is. Guys, I encourage you guys to go over, migrate yourself to YouTube or Twitch. The quality is a lot better. You can see what I'm writing on there. And we're going to be doing a lot more like books and everything as well as like you guys will be in the process of me writing my book, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope it's going to be a lot of fun. If it isn't a lot of fun, then fuck you. But we still have a lot of recipes that we are going to be translating, from the restaurants that I've worked at and everything, as well as everything on the Discord, guys, is live. Like, all the recipes that I have written down on here is on the Discord now. We got it all out now. So, like, guys, it would mean a lot if you guys like really want to like just have recipes on the back end or anything, or like poke my brain or anything. This is the reason why I do these lives, is so that way you guys can poke my brain and everything. Hey Jermaine, how you doing? So you guys can like poke my brain on like processes, how recipes work, blah blah blah. My food theory, because everyone has a different food theory and all that shit. But like the recipes that are written, like they're written for restaurants. They're not written for the layman. So if you guys want like a mindset on how it works, that's the whole thing. And I'm actually writing, in the middle of writing a how would I say, a rap? Hey, thank you so much, Deluxe Lexi. You're fucking deluxe. Oh, you will stuff? Hell yeah, Brandon. But ideally, what I'm trying to do is just making sure like I'm providing as much like stuff for you guys as possible, and that you guys can just bloom off of. I consider recipes as templates and as like flowers in a garden that you can pluck away. Like, oh, I learned this, but I can do more with it and just go from there. No, I can't stop cussing, Luca. Why do I need to stop cussing? You were the first to like. Thank you so much, Deluxe Lexi. Thank you. So we're going to go and we're going to continue with what we were doing. So we're on Feast, which is the current restaurant. Did I do the herb buttermilk? I did not do the herb buttermilk. So the herb buttermilk vinaigrette is one that when I learned about it, I was like, it's interesting because the buttermilk almost acts like the acid, but it makes perfect sense. But it's so weird how this recipe is. Whoa. What is that? Oh, thank you so much for the rose. Thank you. You make me moist. Yeah, Luca. I'm a chef. I curse. Look at my mouth. It's already dirty. God damn it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do the herb buttermilk then. So this is not, like, a majority of these recipes that we are doing, because we're still in phase 1 of all these recipes, are not mine, right? A majority of them, some of them are, on all that stuff. Oh yeah, you better make me moist. Just a random cosplayer. You're a cosplayer, you're not a cook. You lied in your name. How dare you? No. Like, oh, I'm all about it, man. Like, we do the do. That's what we are. We're all cooks in the end. Also, everyone on TikTok, if you guys want to see like what I'm writing in detail, go to my Twitch, go to all that stuff. My tablet is linked up for you guys on Twitch. You guys already know you're right there, right there. So, so yeah. So we got the herb buttermilk vinaigrette. So this one isn't mine. This is actually the guy who is trying to. I'm taking over his spot right now. As the chef, and this is one of his recipes to just kind of, god damn it, why am I writing like that? To kind of like be a failsafe. So this was a vinaigrette dressing for a smoked salmon salad that we had. Also, I arranged the Discord in a way where everyone has like there's a section for dressings, there's a section for stocks and soups and everything. So everything's compartmentalized, you know. No, don't be my bad. I believe in you. Thank you so much for everything. No, really, it means a lot. It really does. All right, so we have. And it's weird because like I have to look at like two different areas. So like everyone here is on YouTube and Twitch, and everyone here is on TikTok. I had it once upon a time, but TikTok revoked my way to like put everything on a single system, which sucks ass. So I figured the best way to do it is to make sure that all the cameras are together, you know. So I got that all ready to go. Oh, hi Velvet, you make me so moist. Velvet, if you do not have access to the Discord, you're one of the few people that I am grandfathering in, so you get free access to it. So there are people who have been like day one, and those are the people that I recognize all the names. So like John, if you come back in, like John has it. You know, there's a lot of people that I will give day one access like completely free, and it'll be free for life. The way I do it is, like, if I give it to you, like, that's the reason why I chose Discord to be my platform. Because I don't have to, like, worry about monetization for it. And the thing is, like, when I was transferring all these recipes to the Discord, I was thinking, I was like, wait a minute, I have these all like compartmentalized based off of their cooking technique. So I'm thinking about like making them in a way where like I will post the method, so you don't have to look at the instructions, because the method will always be the same for every recipe. So vinaigrettes, aiolis, you know, stocks, those will always be the same method no matter what you do to it in every aspect. So, god damn it. This is also how you know it's hot here, because, you know, look at my forehead, it's shimmering. But yeah, for everyone that's on Twitch and YouTube, thank you guys so much. Everyone that's on TikTok, all the likes, shares, everything, those go the distance. And also, everyone, like, don't be scared to ask me questions. I look up more than I'd like to look at what you guys have to say and everything. So yeah, like, there's a reason why I have the QR code right there. There's also the reason why, like, you just, have fun with it. Or you want to treat this like a study sesh, whatever, we can do it like that too. Also, everyone that is watching on TikTok, if you guys can hear the music, let me know. I can arrange it in a way where you guys can hear the music. Like, I can arrange speakers and stuff like that. Alright, that one is done. So this butter, fun fact about this butter, this is, so when I first worked at this restaurant, once upon a time, this was one of the, like, big labor task recipes, because there was so much labor that had to deal with just this butter. But it's one of those things that needs everything. So I always asked, why do we do it the way that we do? Even before that, and they're like, oh, it's just because that's how it is. And the reason why specifically is because of the time. And I'm not talking about the time as in the herb, but I'm talking about the time as in time, because there is time. Like, there's so much fucking time in this recipe. There's 60 grams of fresh thyme in this recipe. And I was like, what the hell? Now, granted, we converted it to dry thyme, and it works. It works just as good, right? You'd say it doesn't, but because it's butter and the way that we use it, it works just as good. So I was like, this should have been day fucking one. But, different chef, different times, all that shit. Oh, yeah, so, like, all those are just the ingredients, is what you guys are seeing right there. Like, that alone, it's like, and we're doing roughly an ounce of steak, but steaks are our #1 seller at the restaurant, so it's like, this is a weekly prep thing. Picking 60 grams of thyme is roughly picking half a pound of thyme, because what you don't understand is like the stems weigh way more than the leaves. So it's about half a pound of thyme that you're picking. That's a lot of fucking thyme, guys. Hey Alfredo, how are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, that fucking recipe. Ooh. This one's another pretty big recipe, but this is it's a good one. All right, this is our cassoulet mix. It's pretty standard, but it's good. Like, standard is still pretty good. Oh, yeah. I just realized, like, I need to work on fucking formulas for Excel. Guys, I'm not good with Excel, so if you guys are good with Excel, let me know. Like, because I'll need help with that. Also, just a reminder, anyone who is on TikTok, if you guys can hear the music, awesome. If you guys can't hear the music, let me know so I can, like, figure out a solution, because the music is part of this vibe. Speaking of which, turn that up slightly more. Hey, you have a wonderful night, Velvet. You have such a good night, Velvet. Mwah. Thank you so much. Message me if you're not already on the Discord, and all that jazz. Okay. Wait, I think I have you on Discord in general, so I'll just message you there. So thank you for stopping by. Bye. Oh no. What do you mean, oh no? Oh no, Johnny. Oh no. Hell no. What? Oh, that's another doozy of a recipe. Yeah, you tell him, Derek. You tell him. Yeah, Johnny. So woo. So I like this recipe for the risotto better than the last recipe for the risotto that we did. And the reason why is because Sibao, I don't know what that means, but it's sad. With this recipe, it's more tailored to the seasons than it is anything else. So you can, everything's kind of based around, like things that you do throughout the year. And like, let's say you want to use a different color stock or anything, it carries around really, really well. It carries the color of the stock. So you want to do like a really dark, like mushroom brown stock. It carries great. So we call this RZA. And also, this is like a much more like French style risotto. Probably thinking like, what? Yeah, I still don't know what souffle means either. I don't know what any of it means, man. I don't. Oy, but man, it's hot up here. Oy. Everyone on YouTube, man, you guys kind of actually pulled through today. It's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. Also, if you guys don't know, on TikTok, if you go on Twitch or YouTube, you guys can see everything I'm writing on here. We have it set up for that. And if you guys don't know, check out my page. Everything, Linktree right there. Actually kind of works for both areas. Wait, there, and then there we go. You guys look for both of these areas. Patreon is up there. Access to the Discord is through there too. There's over 100 recipes currently on there, and it's gonna exponentially grow. I have so many more books. This is like a quarter of the books that we are going through and everything, so recipes up there are gonna be a thing too. I want you guys to want to cook. So that's the whole point of this whole experiment. You know, that's the thing, guys. I want you guys to do the do. I want it. I want it for you, and I want you to want it. Like, I'm scared to drink my Corona on the screen. Cause I'm scared, like, oh, it's alcoholic. It's like, actually, it's a non-alcoholic Corona, but, you know. Alright, so I'm calling it Rizza for risotto. And also, like, when you guys go on the Discord, the recipes that I'm writing, this, you guys get to see the handwriting of it all too. So I forgot that this recipe's not complete, but Alright, that one's done. Oh man, the boar braise. This one's this so this is one of those more complicated braises. But like it's our most popular thing on the menu right now. No. All right. Hey future, how are you doing? Yeah, yeah. In a couple weeks, I'll be doing cooking streams. Hopefully, in 2 weeks. No, in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, I'll do cooking streams because I got stuff to do in the next 2 weeks, and after that, the third week, it's gonna happen. Yeah. I'm actually thinking about doing a recipe that I've been wanting to try forever as like the first thing, and it's gonna be a high end recipe. So I don't expect everyone to like do it, but it's something that I've been teasing forever. Not really to you guys, but to my family. I've been teasing forever. It's almost become an inside joke. So when it happens, I'll like, you guys will know. It's like hopefully it's one of the better things I cook. Hell yeah. It'll hopefully be great. And it's going to be the POV stream, lighting and everything. It's going to be Gucci, you know. Hey, how are you doing, Jort? How you doing? I'm doing a-okay. Doing the do, you know. I got a lot of recipes on the Discord, which is great. So I'm just continuing it on, you know. Doing the do. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hell yeah. I'm glad you're doing alright. That's a big recipe. Like that's a big fucking recipe, guys. For boar, and we do this at least once a week. It's one of our more popular things. Chicken liver pate, I know I have in one of these books. I think it's this one I have. Hey. What is one underrated recipe that you're trying to learn something new? Alright, I guess with that said, what is your most overrated recipe? How about that? What is the recipe that you think is the most overrated? And then that way I can kind of gauge where you're at cooking wise, right? I want to see like where your chops lie, and then I can give you an underrated one, right? Because depending on how good you are at cooking, I can gauge on what you think is underrated or what isn't. Oh, the pate, yeah. The pate is like probably the most complicated recipe because both of these pages are for that. It's probably the most complicated recipe that I'm gonna be writing. So, yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. But yeah, if you want to know something new, I can teach you something new. I'm learning something new all the time. But I want to know like where you stand on cooking. If you're brand new at cooking, I'll give you what I think is an extremely like underrated recipe as well. I'm all about it, you know, all about it. So, like, I just like to talk about food. I love the whole culture of it and everything. Food is the most important thing on the planet. Well, for humans at least, for living organisms. All right, let me go bio really fast. Answer that question. Oh no, really? Oh, God. See, and it's a non-alcoholic one, and I was super careful the entire stream not to do that. That sucks. Either or, fine. It's restricted. Whatever. Let me go bio really fast. Like I knew that was gonna happen on TikTok. God damn it. That sucks. All right, we're back. All right. First question: do I think pineapple belongs on pizza? I love pineapple on pizza. I love pineapple on pizza. I think pineapple on pizza is great. It's A plus. I think people think that pineapple on pizza is weird for the bread aspect of it. But if you guys have like tropical fruit and tomato, like mango and tomato, like mango salsa, no one bitches about mango salsa. Pineapple salsa, no one bitches about pineapple salsa. But like you put it on bread, oh shit, it's fucking sacrilege. No, fuck that. It's delicious. Like that's my argument against it, and it is objectively delicious. You get those nice salty parts of that Canadian ham, those like slightly thicker than normal ham, and then you get like, you know, the sweet acidic pop from the pineapple, and then you get it all mellowed out by the fat from the cheese, and then it's all in this vessel, which is bread, which absorbs everything on there. No, it's good. When you think about food for what it is, stop being a bitch. Pineapple is delicious on pizza, right? Now, it's only delicious in Hawaiian style pizza. It is not delicious with sausage because fennel and pineapple don't really go together. Not really, no. It belongs on pizza in its own retrospect. You know, why do you have s'mores pizza and shit like that? Like that's a bigger abomination in my book. But hey, to each their own. So, all right, so we got that one. I want to try to do. I don't think I'm in the mood to like. Okay, I'm gonna read to you guys because the thing is like I had to interpret the recipe as they were making it. So it's like a pint of chopped onions, a cup of chopped shallot, 10 to 12 crushed garlics, 1.5 pounds of butter melted, 175 grams of sauternes, 175 grams of white wine, 150 grams of brandy, half an ounce of fresh thyme, 1.5 tablespoons of juniper, 2 tablespoons of pink peppercorn, 7 bay leaves, 5 grams of pink salt, 15 grams of kosher salt, 4 eggs. Like it's so all over the place. 1,000 grams of clean liver. You know, 2 teaspoons of pate spice. It's gonna take me time to like really write this all out on my end and then go from there. So I'm not gonna do this recipe, but I got more recipes there. Truffle butter. That's the herb truffle butter. So this one is one of my recipes. Ah, no. All right, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. Oh no, did I break it? No. I technically broke it, but it works, so it's not broken. But we're gonna do this, like, cause this is a long time coming. 1 second, we're gonna ghetto rig this shit. Ugh. All right, hold on 1 second, and hopefully you guys on TikTok will be able to hear this. Hold on, wait, I gotta get this right. Uh-oh. Did I fuck it up this time? Oh, I did not? Alright, cool. There. Alright. TikTok, you should be able to hear that now. At least a lot more clearly. That was not very cash money, and I need to move this up a little bit more. Alright, crisis averted. Yeah, no, keep sending me those weird questions. I love the weird questions. Like, I love to talk about the stuff, right? I love to talk about the thing. So herb truffle butter. I'm gonna call this the escargot butter because this is what we are using it for. I'm using it also for our sandwich. Our Bayonne beurre. It's just great for it. So I'm just gonna call it escargot butter. And yes, I serve escargot. Escargot is fucking delicious. Guys, if you don't know, on my Discord, I have everything compartmentalized to butters, stocks, everything. Please check it out. Look at the link trees, all that jazz. Patreon is there. That gives you access to the Discord. It's automatically linked. If you have any issues with it, message me. My favorite music. Oh, that depends on my fucking mood. So when I'm doing studying, I like to listen to video game music. I like, lo-fi. I love hip hop. It's harder for me to listen to metal and everything when I study because I get too wrapped up into the music. So then I'm just like, I'm just like, oh, now I want to like jam out and instead of study. So I'm like, not a thing. But man, it really depends on my mood. There are days where I just want to like listen to metal. There are days where I want to listen to lo-fi. I want to listen to hip hop like we're doing right now. Days where I want to like listen to, like actual rap, techno even. I'm not a fan of country. How about that? It's easier for me to list things I don't like. I don't like to listen to reggaeton, and I don't like to listen to modern country, like country you listen to nowadays, because it's all pandering, right? It's all the same shit. I don't want to listen to it. That's what it is. Reggaeton and reggae, it's all the same thing. It's and I'm just not a fan of it. That's all. Like, there's no like music progression in their songs, is what I'm saying. Favorite anime? Uh, oh, that's a hard question. Manga, anime, all that stuff. So, Berserk will always be my favorite story ever told. Golden Age is like top tier, right? Like, it's always gonna be the fucking goat, right? Nothing will ever beat Berserk in my book. With that said, I deeply enjoy One Piece. Deeply enjoy One Piece. I think One Piece is for everyone who does experience One Piece, I don't think everyone realizes how deep it is. It's like we are living or in a time where we get to see a modern day epic being written in real time. And that's fucking cool. That's fucking cool, guys. Right? Oda is just a madman with his writing. I think Dragon Ball is great. Dragon Ball is the reason why I got into anime. Dragon Ball is like a perfect entryway, at least for young, boys, young girls. Sailor Moon is that powerhouse. Also, fucking Sailor Moon would mop the floor with Goku. That's a fact. That's an actual fact. She would fuck Goku up. Like power scale wise, yeah, no, she'd fuck Goku up. I really enjoy that. I really enjoy the art style. Like Jujutsu Kaisen, I love the theme. I love the art. I love the story. I think Jujutsu Kaisen is underrated, even including its ending. because I think that if you don't understand the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen, you don't understand Jujutsu Kaisen as a whole, which is essentially a form of, like, it's a retelling of Buddhism, right? Sukuna is essentially the Monkey King, right? The strongest that ever lived. And Gojo was an interpretation of the Buddha. But fucking Yuji ended up taking over the mantle of the Buddha, right? So, like, Jujutsu Kaisen is a lot of fun. Demon Slayer is probably is objectively, not probably, it is objectively the best animated anime out there. It is the best animated anime out there. There is no contest. It is what it is. Do I have a favorite anime character? I really, really, really enjoy Gojo as a concept. Like, Gojo as a concept is similar to Saitama as a concept. Saitama is a lot less boring, though, or a lot more boring, sorry. Saitama is a lot more boring because, like, there's no real development with him, where Gojo there is development with. So I enjoy, well, but if I have to say something about that story with that, it's going to be Todo. Boogie Woogie. Oh man, I love Todo. Todo is so much fun. He is so much fun as a character, but at the end of the day, Guts is still the best anime character. Guts is the struggler. Guts is all of us. Guts is inspiration for all of us. You know, we need to be like Guts. We need to struggle. We don't need to suffer like him, but whenever we think about, like, oh, we had a bad day, we look over to Guts and he's still alive and he's still chucking along. We're like, yeah, I shouldn't fucking be a bitch. I'll go to work today. I'll do the thing, you know. And so Guts is that, right? Guts is that. But Todo is so much fun. He's so much fucking fun. I love Toji as well. Like, it's weird because Jujutsu Kaisen does a really good job at writing characters in general, right? They do a really good job at doing it with little. So I think that's what it is. You know, doing it from there. What are your favorite anime characters? You know, let me know about, like, that. What are your favorite animes and everything? The strongest anime character is Saitama. Like, Saitama is canonically probably the strongest anime character. There's nothing that's going to beat him. He is anime Superman, right? He is written to literally never lose. He is written to be the pinnacle, ironically, right? That's hands down non-negotiable. That's just a fact. We can say, like, oh, there's actual God, whatever. Well, Saitama is actually, like, beaten abilities of God in the manga. Like, that's just what it is. It's just what it is, objectively, you know. So if we want to go second strongest anime character, that's an actual discussion. And that's hard to say too, because power scaling is a whole ass fucking discussion on its own. That's a whole thing, because we can talk about, like, physical strength and physical strength. We can go into Dragon Ball for that one, and that gets astronomically hard, and that has to go to fucking, you know, Zeno from Dragon Ball, because, like, they are the end all. Or any of the angels, you know, the Grand Priest of the angels, because I think they are, like, possibly stronger than Zeno. I don't know. If we're talking about, like, abilities, it's Gojo. Like, the fact that Sukuna beat Gojo, it makes sense, but it only makes sense if you understand the context of it. Otherwise, Gojo is the strongest abilities in all of anime. Like, he creates infinity. Like, you cannot beat infinity. You can't. That there's a reason. Infinity. Like, imagine that as a concept. That's a whole thing. And if we're talking about will, uh, shit, I think I want to say Guts, but I also want to say Griffith, but not Griffith because like Griffith, like I don't want to say Griffith because like he had the will to carry on his dream and he succeeded in his dream. So yeah, he won, but he fucking was a sellout. Where Guts is still trying to achieve. So I don't know. I think it's Guts, but Guts is now trying to like he's finally falling. So that's the whole thing too. So that's hard. As far as will goes, I don't know. A good runner-up for all three of those categories, though, Escanor. Escanor is a great runner-up for all three of those categories. Like, just for being fun, for the will, for strength, for abilities, like everything. Like it's, but hands down, overall, end-all anime character is. As far as strength goes, no one beats him ever, ever, ever. Saitama. Until they write him in, that's going to be the case. That's what it is, unfortunately. Shit, now that we're thinking about abilities, I'm also thinking about Mob. Because Mob is also pretty up there. But Mob does not have infinity. Gojo does. So, nah. My favorite sport. Growing up with soccer, I was a long-distance runner. I enjoy the shit out of watching football. Fly Eagles Fly. All about it. There are very few sports that I don't enjoy watching. I don't enjoy watching baseball. I think baseball is boring as fuck to watch. Like, I'd rather watch people play a game of pool than baseball. But I enjoy watching sports. I'm just not a sports nerd. Like, I don't know stats as much. I don't know all the nuances, but I do enjoy watching sports a lot. So, that's the thing, There we go. It's like, nah, you need to be on the Twitch side of things, because Twitch actually uses this mic. So... Oh, my favorite national team is España. I love España. I really enjoy America. Like, USA has been getting better and better. And I can't hate on Brazil. Brazil's so much fun to watch. Like, there's a reason why they have been a worldwide favorite for so fucking long. But whenever I see Mexico on the field, no matter who they're playing, I'm always going to root for Mexico. Always, 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 always. I'm all about them. So, and that's not just because I love Mexico. It's also because I like, they play because they love what they do. Like, you can tell the way that they play is different the way that anyone else does. So, I'm all about them. Yeah. Yeah, you might. I know about them. I don't know, like, and again, I don't know too much about their stats, but I do know, about him for sure. You know what? I don't have an opinion on that. And the reason why I don't have an opinion on it is because I haven't been paying attention too much in the football world. I really haven't. So I wish I had an answer to that, but I actually don't. I really don't. Okay. I hate it. I hate, like, fuck ICE. That's all I gotta say. Like, all right, if we want to get into the politics side of things, the way that they're doing everything is entirely wrong. It's illegal. It's unconstitutional, and it's immoral, even, right? I understand why they're doing it. I understand that we are in America, under an immigration crisis, if you want to call it that. I sympathize with that. And I sympathize that, like, hey, you know, like, if they're coming in illegally, let's deport them. I agree with that. I think there isn't anyone that is disagreeing with that, right? But we are getting rid of people who are trying to make it legally, and we're still getting rid of them. We're getting rid of U.S. citizens. We're getting rid of people who are legally allowed in the country to stay and study and all this shit. And we're still deporting them? It makes no sense. And then we want to be like, oh, well, you know, these fuckheads are coming in our communities and everything, into public places, in masks, in unmarked vehicles, and literally kidnapping people. That's what they're picking up people, telling them to go into this vehicle and then running off with that shit. Fuck that. That is wrong. And then we wonder why we have this amount of, like, disruption and dismay out in the country when we have people who are straight up being kidnapped. Fuck off. No, it's stupid. It make, like, give me your mental gymnastics to make it make sense that what ICE is doing is right and effective. Even I would be more inclined to be like, yeah, if it's effective, it's fucking okay. Hey, Alfredo, how are you doing? If it's effective, but it isn't. It's not effective. They suck at what they're doing. You want to compare their numbers to Obama? Obama, like, fucking did what, like 1 million in his first year, and like 7 million while he left. I don't know the exact numbers, but he vastly outperformed Trump in his first term, and Trump tried to run on this whole platform to just deport people, and was fucking, oh dude, it's stupid. It's really stupid. The way that they're doing it now is not effective, and it creates a lot of unrest, and rightfully so, because what they're doing is unconstitutional, it's illegal, and we can't fight illegality with more illegal activity. And that's what's happening right now. And because now you're working off of morals, and now your morals, if you're going to go from there, your morals are wrong. Your morals are not in the right, because you're separating families, you're getting rid of people from their jobs, you're ruining the American economy, you're using fucking U.S. resources to do this shit. It's stupid, you know? No, it's fucked, Alfredo. It's fucked, right? Like, it's not just construction sites, and the thing is, like, people want to say, like, they didn't vote for any of this, they wanted a better economy, whatever. And the thing is, it's like, you will constantly hear, it's like, yeah, you did vote for it, whatever. And it's like, and the thing is, they did vote for it, but I'm inclined to say this on their defense. I think that they were lied to. I think anyone who voted like that, they were lied to. And if you do not want to admit you're wrong, don't do it because you're just that stubborn, whatever. But you can say that you were lied to, and we will give you that much. We'll give you that little bit. We'll give you that little bit. Be like, look, I get it. You know, people are lied to their politicians all the time. You know, and they're like, they can say how ineffective or whatever about Biden. It's like, no, because now you're just listening to the media. You're not listening to the people, because the people have never fucking wanted Biden. They never wanted any of that fucking guy. That guy sucked ass. We knew that before he was going to get voted in, right? But how bad do you have to be in your first term to get kicked out by a fucking old guy that no one wanted, right? And with that said, how bad do you have to be on your second term or on during your term to get reelected? And that sucks. That sucks for us. I did vote. I voted blue. But I'm a centrist, right? I see both sides. I give everyone their own sides. I can sympathize with the right and the way that they're doing, like, okay, not the way that they're doing things, but the way that a majority of the voters feel. But the way that they feel is because of the narrative that is being pushed to them. For instance, these fucking LA riots, they're not riots, they're just protests. They're not there. They're not really a fucking riot. A vast majority of them are there, and they're being pushed this narrative like it's a war crime, it's chaos, it's blah blah blah, but that's not the case. Same thing with the BLM. They see people like with chaos and everything because they're angry, and yeah, in anger that happens. But BLM was worse than these riots going on right now. You know, objectively, that's what it was. It still was not the end of the fucking world. It was not state of emergency. It was none of those things. But they're being pushed to this narrative like, oh, America's fucking falling apart. You know, and that's not it. If you love America, you're supposed to criticize it. You're supposed to be able to look at you in the mirror and say like, hey, this shit fucking sucks. Yeah, and it sucks because of this, right? And we don't agree with it. If I'm being honest, I don't think Kamala would have done much different. I think she would have done more Obama-esque things, and I think that she would have deported. I think the deportation rate would be about the same as it is currently, right? Which is higher than Biden. It is. I don't think that she would have done much different opposed to Biden, though. I think it would have just been coasting. If anything, I think she would be much more progressive for the right-wing politics than Biden. Like, she's a prosecutor. Prosecutors suck. If you've ever dealt with any legal problem, you would understand that. Prosecutors only are there to make you look as guilty as possible. You know, they don't care about, like, dropping shit. They don't care about any of that. But yeah, I don't think Kamala would have done much better or even worse. I don't think she would have done worse at all. But as far as better, I think better is dependent on who you think is more effective, right? I don't think that she would be doing as much, essentially, compared to Biden. That's why I'm saying, ultimately, you know, because Trump is fucking streamlining, and at such an unprecedented rate, it's hard to keep up. Oh, absolutely. I don't think he was. I know he was. I know for a fact he was. There's no doubt in my mind that he wasn't. The thing is, like, if he has been accused for these things before he even started running for president, right? The reason why it comes out more is because he is a political figure. He's supposed to be the representation of America. He is up there for that shit. So of course he's gonna be, you know, like up there. Yeah, no, he's absolutely guilty of everything. And it just sucks that people want to fucking lick his boots and be like, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. No, it's wrong, you know? Fucking the way he talks is like that. The way he talks. Like, and we were, oh, were you taking him out of context? It's like, no, he is the context. He does everything he says. And people are like, oh, well, no, and they just want to brush it off. No, he's done everything he said he was going to do. He's done it. Or at the very least, he's attempted to try it. And so now we want to, like, disregard the shit that he has done? No, fuck that. That's stupid. That's such a stupid mentality, you know? It makes no sense. I need water because like all this talking is actually getting me there. Yeah, no, I mean, like, and the thing is, I see everything politically as a matter of fact. As a matter of fact is what it is. It's like, you did the thing, you did it. You know, you didn't do the thing, you didn't do it, right? What would I do if I were president? A lot. I would do as much as I'm able to. But I would also make sure, like, look, the